Hi, this is Sharon Hicks with Kintsukuroi Counseling, and I'm here today with Katie Christie. She is a new therapist we have here at Kintsukuroi, and I wanted to give her an opportunity to share a little bit about herself. So can you tell me a little bit about your treatment modality?
Absolutely. So I am training in EMDR.
Okay.
It stands for Eye Movement Desensitization and Reprocessing.
Okay.
Which is a mouthful,
Mm-hmm.
but it just speaks to allowing the brain to do its work. And for me as a therapist, as a counselor, to facilitate that process. And so it's just means basically that we can get stuck in that cyclical thinking and in that negative thinking that I think a lot of people are familiar with, just a tape that replays a negative thought or self-belief.
Mm-hmm.
EMDR is a really, really effective way at disrupting that tape, and not only disrupting it, but replacing it with something that is more helpful and more beneficial.
Okay, awesome. So if a client were interested in pursuing EMDR, and we're curious about kind of what that process was like or how long of the course of treatment would be, what would be kind of your words to them?
So I think that's really helpful to know before people come in, so they're not intimidated and they feel like they know what to expect. There's several different ways that EMDR can be facilitated. You can either tap on your legs back and forth to motivate that bilateral stimulation, which is just another word for side to side.
Mm-hmm.
You can listen to an audio, and the audio will play from your left to your right ear.
Okay.
And then probably what is most common is just eye movements. And so all I do is move my hand back and forth, and in facilitating eye movements from left to right, it gives space for the brain to do its work and to work through whatever anxiety, depression, and worry, maybe traumatic memory that the client's suffering with.
Okay. And could you share with us perhaps maybe some of the success that you've seen throughout the use of this course of treatment?
Sure. So I think that's really helpful too, to provide just context to what this means and what, like you said, it can look like. I had a young male client who had just been through a really, really difficult breakup, and he'd had some time, but things weren't getting better. He was still feeling just pretty angry, sad, all of the very typical emotions that come with a relationship breakup.
Sure.
And it was very quick. We didn't spend much time together, but I facilitated the eye movement portion of EMDR with him.
Okay.
And he was able to just work through those feelings without having to think through it.
Oh, wow.
His brain did the work.
His brain did the work.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Which is really such a relief, a burden off of our shoulders.
Yeah. Well, and I can see even on your face as you're describing the story about what that's like to be able to sit with someone in that process and just see healing in that way.
Absolutely. He expressed physical relief. He expressed, wow, my head, it just doesn't feel so full, doesn't feel so heavy.
Wow.
And he just, I think, was able in that very short period of time, able to process kind of the grief that comes with the ending of a relationship.
Okay, awesome. Well, it's so good to hear kind of about what treatment is like with you and to learn more about what that process of EMDR is. So thank you so much for sharing with us.
Thank you.
So again, this is Katie Christie. If you're interested in scheduling an appointment, you can go to our website, www.kintsukuroicounseling.com. And we look forward to hearing more from Katie. I have to end with some fun fact question. So it's exciting to kind of get to know what would be one fun fact that you would want the audience to hear about you.
So being in Ohio and knowing that there are a lot of Buckeye fans out there, my dad's dad, my grandpa, was roommates with Woody Hayes.
What? That's awesome.
So we are a huge, we're a family of huge Buckeye fans, for sure.
For sure. I bet you've been to a few games.
Yes.
That's awesome. It's awesome. Well, we're so glad to have you here
Thank you.
look forward to having Katie on our team. So,
thank you.
Take care.